So it is the time to listen to black and brown voices in America when it comes to race. Now more than ever. There's this epidemic in American society called white silence, where white people of conscience stay quiet about race. And this is a very, very concerning issue, because it's that whole thing about a gray area. This is a gray area that white people of conscience mire themselves in. They're just like, I don't want to be a part of the conversation. I'm not racist. I don't need to be out there advocating in any way. I just don't want everything to do with it. All this like chronic ambivalence and excuse making, and just overall a white wall of silence on issues of race. And white silence equals enabling. Like, if you're just standing on the sidelines and you're a person of conscience, you are, in fact, an enabler of white supremacy. Now, it's by proxy. I know you're not out there being a racist. You've just chosen this whitewashy middle ground of saying, oh, I'm not racist. Not good enough. Not good enough. It's got to come down to being anti-racist. You have to hate the racism you see. You have to call it out. You have to be vocal. If you're white, you have to be vocal amongst other white people about this issue. Because we are complicit in enabling racism in America. If we're just taking the quiet path here, the centrist route, we are enabling, okay? And with so many black and brown people being killed for little or no reason at all at the hands of our police, it could just be everyday racism. A racist comment, a snide remark. It's every day. It's every day. And we don't talk about it. If you have a friend who's kind of racist, you're like, oh, well, that's Jimbo. Jimbo's a great guy. He's a good man, goes to church, works 40 hours a week, but, he lets that N-word slide out, and I don't know, I just don't say anything. Get uncomfortable. It's okay to be uncomfortable about these things. And if you got to get old Jimbo out of your life, maybe that's a good conversation to have. Yeah. There's just no more excuses. You have to be anti-racist. You just have to. Saying you're not racist and sitting on the sidelines isn't good enough. Not now, not ever. Never was good. It's definitely not good now. And we got to get out of that gray area of just saying, not racist, don't care. It's enabling. And enablers accomplish wicked things when they don't think that they are. The example I bring up is the alcoholic. Has an enabler. Someone to drive him around. Someone to buy him beer. Now, this enabler isn't, taking part in, the abuse, in the drinking, and all this stuff. They're just around helping the person. And then, they talk themselves into it like, oh, I'm not a bad person, Oh, yeah, my husband, he's got some bad problems. And, yeah, sometimes I got to buy his beer. Yeah, I know, I kind of do that. You're an enabler. Even though you're not committing, like, horrible things, you're a helper. You're a helper when it comes to enabling racism in America. If you do not call out racism in your life and in society, broadly speaking. This is the time to move from being not racist to I'm anti-racist, to I hate racism, to I'm not going to tolerate racism in my life. The white silence plague is vast in America. Don't be an enabler anymore. Become anti-racist. Hate it with your mind, body, and soul.